The American Electoral College is a vital and often misunderstood component of the U.S. political system. Contrary to popular belief, the United States is not a pure democracy. It is a republic of sovereign states. This distinction is critical in understanding why the Electoral College exists and why it plays a significant role in preserving the delicate balance between states within the Union. When the United States was founded, it was not envisioned as a singular nation, but rather a union of smaller, semi-independent states, each responsible for its own governance. The founders designed the system to ensure that each state, regardless of size, retained its sovereignty while having a meaningful say on the national stage. The Electoral College embodies this principle, allowing smaller states to remain influential in presidential elections. Without it, densely populated urban areas could easily dominate national politics, sidelining the needs and interests of less populated rural states. A founding principle of the United States is that the legitimacy of the government lies in the consent of the governed, which would be impossible if rural regions had no say on the national stage. These lower population states are essential for political balance and the health of the Union itself. Many rural states produce the nation's key resources: food, energy, and building materials. Their needs, perspectives, and interests differ from those in large metropolitan areas, which would dominate under a pure democracy. The Electoral College ensures that the voices of these states are heard and considered in the electoral process, preventing a situation where the priorities of a few urban centers dominate national policy. This system is, by design, part of a broader structure that balances power between individuals and states. The House of Representatives is a democratic body that gives all citizens an equal voice, with representation based on population. Meanwhile, the Senate and the Electoral College ensure that states as entities retain their voice and agency. This balance prevents what is known as the tyranny of the majority, where a dense majority concentrated in a small metropolitan core cannot have complete control of an entire country. The United States could not have formed without a mechanism that ensured smaller states retained a sovereign voice in the federal system. During the drafting of the Constitution, smaller states feared that a purely population-based system would allow larger, more populous states to dominate national decisions, leaving them marginalized. To address this, the framers introduced critical structures, the Senate and the Electoral College, which gave each state a meaningful say regardless of size. This guarantee of political agency was crucial in convincing smaller states to join the Union. Without this protection, they would have refused to surrender any authority to a central government, as they would have been overshadowed by the larger states, undermining the principle of state sovereignty on which the Union was built. While ensuring that all votes are equal is a noble goal, it is even more crucial that all regions retain their agency within a diverse and expansive country like the United States. By preserving regional autonomy, the U.S. ensures that all parts of the country, from rural farming states to urban centers, have a voice in national policy. This balance is vital to maintaining a healthy, unified nation where every region's unique needs are respected and no area is consistently overruled by majority rule. The Electoral College guarantees that all states, regardless of size, remain relevant on the national stage. It preserves the principle of state sovereignty enshrined in the founding of the nation and ensures that the diverse needs of the entire country are considered when electing a president. By protecting the voices of all states, the Electoral College plays a critical role in maintaining the balance and unity of the Republic. This concludes our broadcast. Tune in weekly and subscribe. Remember that your strength lies in reason and your power in resilience. Keep your spirits high and your mind sharp. Until next time, this is Louper signing off. Stay safe, stay strong, and keep the resistance alive. Never forget that the battle for mankind's future is in the hearts and minds of free individuals today. Good night.